But I think right now we will talk to this guy. Look who it is. Look at it.
Boys.
It's the guy who's playing hooky.
That's right. In the flesh, kind of.
Yeah. So Erik, we were just saying before you sat down about how we think it's despicable that you would choose to go and play for some famous comedian over doing this show.
It's kind of a lame excuse that you're in Vegas doing some sort of Criss Angel something or other.
Yeah, where's your priorities, man?
You know, I was hearing ramblings about this birthday event that Criss Angel does, which apparently it's some sort of benefit that coincides with his birthday. And I, was told, okay, there's going to be a backing band, but Stephen was like, I want you to be there with me and to go up there. So I knew there was going to be a band anyway. This band is comprised of Brent Woods, Brent Fitz, Robbie Crane.
Okay, wow.
And then the guests that Criss has coming, the singers that are showing up, which are Robin Zander, Phil Lewis, Stephen, and Tammy Down.
Wow. Nice.
Right. So anyways, I'm told, Brent had called me to touch base because he's kind of the music director for it. And this was like a few days back. And he's like, hey, we're going to rehearse Sunday. And, Stephen, I think you're going to go back with him after your show. And I didn't know what day this was even taking place on. And my calendar was saying Thursday. So I'm going, man, what's he think I'm going to come to Vegas and stay all week for this? I got other things to do. And then I get my plane tickets for the McHenry show that we just went and did. That Neil came to. You guys talked about that. I get my tickets, for this trip, and I see that it has me coming back, not staying, not going to Vegas, coming back. So I just kind of assumed that they just weren't going to use me for it. So I really didn't say anything to you. I kind of just went, well, whatever. I mean, whatever happens, it looks like I'm going back to San Diego. Brent ends up calling me on the phone like, you need to be here, we're rehearsing, and it's only one rehearsal, and this thing is Monday. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to have to come home. And my flight wasn't going to get me home Saturday night until like 11 at night, which would not even get me home till after midnight. I would then have to get up at probably, 6 a.m. and start driving to Las Vegas to possibly get to this place. So I was really not happy about it. Right. So as fate would have it, the weather in McHenry was bad, and it was icy. We got held up. They had to de-ice the wings and all this stuff. We had a layover in Detroit, and by the time we got to that layover, we all missed our flights. They missed their flight to Vegas. I missed my flight to San Diego. So next thing you know, we're going to the help window, if you will, where they were. Delta took very good care of us. I will say that they put us up in hotels that were at the airport. So there's transpo, to get us back. It was nothing, no cost to us. They gave us food vouchers for this place. That's cool. So yeah, we were able to go and at least get a good night's rest. They had booked us on some early flights the next morning. So it looks like now I did get the flight to Vegas. Now the only thing going on back home is I got my car sitting at Wally Park. Okay. Which, they thought I was getting back, Saturday night. So I'm going to have to probably pay
$600 for a towing fee.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking that if you're a day and a half late, they would just charge you that day and a half.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think they would probably call me or email me or ask me before they go towing the car away. Right. Don't get me stressed now, Chris. Now I've got nothing else for me to worry about.
Sorry, you got a bad ticker. I'll be careful.
I've certainly been late getting my car at Wally Park, thinking that where I've had delayed flights, and usually it's like they don't open the thing for you to leave until you give your credit card, so they can charge you so you're basically car's held ransom until you pay the extra amount to get out of there. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fun.
Nice, very good, man.
Well, I took Spirit to Vegas, and I got stuck there because Spirit fucking sucks. Oh yeah. And so they didn't offer hotels or anything like that, like Delta. I slept in a corner of the airport with my bag underneath my head. Praying to God that eventually I was going to get back to Cleveland. So yeah,
you got a nice, firm, back-supported chair.
I did. with no cushion. Yeah.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I was like really kind of freaked out because I've over all the years I played in this band, I've been pretty lucky. Like I always got home that day. Right. And I wasn't going to be getting home. This is the first time in 22 years that's like happened to me. I know it happens to other people, artists, you know.
What are you talking about? This second time this year for you.
That I didn't make it home the same day?
Yeah.
That I was supposed to?
Yeah, the heart attack day.
Man, come on.
Chris with the jokes.
It did happen.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of the airline. It was because of my, my own bad lifestyle.
Right.
Down that road. So yeah, I understand that one.
Yeah, I think we've all walked that walk of life.
I don't walk that road anymore because I lost a leg because of my bad choices in life. So
there you go.
Oh, really? I didn't know that stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a rough year himself. You think all you had was a little mild heart attack that you got back from, you pussy.
Another buddy of mine, Craig Robinson, I want to give a shout out because he, I guess, had one last night. I saw him posting in there. Yep. So get well, my friend. But back to our stories. So we got in, and Christy and Stephen have been amazing hosts for me. They let me stay at their house, and I don't know if you can see behind me.
Yeah, all those Ferentinos platinum albums sitting back there.
I wish they were. This is Stephen's life back here. These are his platinum albums. So you could see up here we got Invasion of Your Privacy. We got Out of the Cellar. He's also got Out of the Cellar Gold album down there. We got, what is that one? Oh, Reach for the Sky.
All right.
We got Dancing Undercover.
Nice.
And these are the platinums, over 1 million of each of those. Like some of them are like up to 4 or 5 million probably sold. But
very cool, man. Well, dude, it looks like you guys are definitely going to have fun tonight, man. And obviously, we're busting balls as far as, not being here. Yeah. Lord knows if I could attend that show, I wouldn't be here. So
no kidding.
Right?
If I could just be in Vegas, forget about the show. If I could just be in Vegas, I would.
That's right.
So we did do the rehearsal. That was interesting. It was at SIR Studios, and Stephen and I went over there. Tammy was wrapping up his stuff with them right when we got there. They were like learning the last little things on his song. Sure. And I was getting my guitars ready, and then we just went up there. We're going to do 6 songs with those guys. So they had a long day because and I don't know if I mentioned Lita Ford too, but they have like a lot of artists coming up, so they had to learn all these songs. They had to learn like 30 songs or something. Wow. Do you hear that?
Is that him warming up?
Somebody's warming up with some James Brown over here.
Well, bring him on, man. Bring him on.
Yeah, Stephen, come say hi over here, man. He's getting some Stephen Pearcy coffee. He got a shipment in today, which you might have seen me.
I did see that.
I made a post today on my Facebook holding the one that had the Smash cover on. It's called.
Dude, I can't go on yet.
Okay, don't worry about it. Double shot coffee I put on my social media today. Nice. But that was cool. So I got to try it. It was good. I know people want to know my thoughts. It was freaking good.
That's cool, man. Now, what kind of coffee is it? Is it like a dark roast or is it a breakfast blend or what?
There was 3 types that came in the mail, and at some point I will bring them over here to show you guys. I grabbed Double Shot, which I think was a dark roast. He has one that's like a chocolate cinnamon.
Okay.
That he really likes. And there was a third one as well. So we'll grab those at some point and kind of show the audience.
I thought coffee was good for the ticker, though. I didn't think coffee was good for the heart.
Do I think it is? Here's the problem. I'm on like 5 medications, all of which make me the most sleepy, boring guy you've ever met in your life. So I'm like trying to mitigate that a little bit. I have to have a little coffee just to be able to get through the day.
I just want you to be okay. That's all. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm okay. I just know I'm not okay when I'm sleeping all day and I don't get it done. So I don't even know if they know what they're doing with that. Because it's only been a few months. I'm still figuring out these dosages, if you will.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the old adage. Do you want to be 70 or happy or 90 and miserable?
I don't want to be 90 and miserable.
You want to be pissed. 100 years dude.
Oh, somebody's getting ready to come say hi.
All right, there we go. Bring him on.
All right, who do we have over here?
Johnny Monaco.
Here you go, kids.
There he is.
Get one of these coming up right here. Pick one. Pick two. How's it going, brother?
Good, Stephen. How are you, man?
Okay, getting ready to go have some fun.
Hell yeah. Now, where do we buy the coffee, though? You're promoting the coffee. Tell me where to send people.
Look at the fucking website. What do you think? there's like a little bio thing right there, and we're gonna have some signed ones. It's from Riders and Coffee and Riders and Rockers. Excuse me. There it is.
There it is.
It's been a long day.
See, now I'll start drinking coffee, man. That's gonna do it,
dude. I drink coffee all day, 24/7.
I don't know how you do it.
I'm a freak of nature. All right. Anyway, I busted in on his party. Oh, the Whiskey A Go-Go on the 30th of December.
Yes. It's you guys are.
I play the harp for you, but I don't.
Go
know.
ahead, give us a little. Give us
I
a
don't
little.
know. It's just a prop or something.
Oh.
It is. Look, do you think I'm fucking with you? All right. See you guys.
All right, Stephen.
Dude.
Got his dog Bear gnawing on my hand over here.
I miss my calling, man. I gotta be.
I think it's out of tune.
It's like your guitar.
Oh my god! So I gotta tell the guitar players out there something.
Yeah.
That they might laugh at, that they might have been through in their life. For one, I have a couple of the Charvels, and these have the Floyd Rose locking systems. They're kind of a pain to get set up. Once they are, they work great. But I tripped myself out. Like, I didn't realize what was screwing me up. But when I looked at my tuner, it appeared the guitar was set up for standard tuning.
Right.
We're all like a half step down. I'm like, who came in and played a practical joke and tuned this up? Because I didn't remember doing that.
Okay.
Long story short, the Boss chromatic tuner that I use, it's typically has a button that you have options of what you want to have the tuning be or whatever.
Right.
And it's best to have it on chromatic.
Okay.
And this thing, I don't know if a cat stepped on it or what the hell happened, but it like moved it to where it appears that I'm tuning correctly, but it wasn't. It was actually it looked like it was in standard, but it wasn't. I panicked and reset my guitars up to be, which totally screwed them all up, like right before the show, like actually at soundcheck in Chicago. And I had to sit there like super fast, grabbing screwdrivers, and like, because I realized my mistake that it was an issue with that button.
Right.
And I had to set up both guitars. It just stressed me out before the gig. I pretty much had it worked out. And then I've been doing some finishing adjustments on it here. But yeah, that was the stupidest thing I've probably ever done in my life. And all guitar players never do that. If you look at your guitar, you're like, wait, this was supposed to be a half step down. Make sure you have your tuner to chromatic, because that just made me do so much extra work.
Hell yeah.
Than I would have needed to. But the show itself was good. And,
cool.
You heard from Neely. It was so awesome that he came out, man. I only get to see the guy like once a year.
Dude, I got to tell you a funny story about Neely. So,
Okay.
And I don't know if I told you this on the phone or not, but if I did, I'll tell it again anyway, because it's funny anyhow.
Good.
So he told the story on the show Saturday about how in the morning you guys went to breakfast and some girls comped, or some people, I don't know if it's girls necessarily, but some
I'm
people.
going to add to this story because this has blown up into this whole other thing. So
okay. But I guess some people bought you lunch or breakfast, rather. They paid for your breakfast. So and then they asked to take pictures with you and Neely, for their Facebooks or whatever. So I guess they tagged you in the pictures, which is the only way I would have seen it, because I'm friends with you. So I saw their pictures, and I looked through the pictures, and they had tagged another guy. They thought Neely was some other guy.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, if you look at it, the guy's name is like John Joden or something.
Oh, I haven't even looked at it, but let me make this into a comedy for you here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, well, anyways, for most guys that play in bands, it's relationships can be difficult because your significant other doesn't know what you're up to or what you're doing, and they always imagine the worst, and it's like there's a lot of worry, fights, and arguments, and social media certainly hasn't helped.
Right.
I've done everything that I could do, like as far as like I'm in a relationship. I show pictures of my lady, her name's Susan. Yeah. And I make it quite clear, but people still, the fans, they like to comment on my posts. They like to do these things, and she sees these things, and of course, all the women out there put photos that make them look probably even better than they are in real life, or they make themselves look provocative in their pictures or what have you. But I don't really, in most cases, don't know even who a lot of these people are, other than for Facebook or great. They were at a show and said that I was there. They have a photo of me on stage, but doesn't mean they know me, or anything like that. So this stuff comes up a lot, and this person that we're talking about that bought us the food was on my Facebook, but she had already been like singled out by my lady as a person of interest of sort. You know what I mean? Like, who is that? And I'm like, I don't know who she is. She's like, well, she's got pictures with all the band, and this was from a previous show. And I'm like, well, am I in any of them? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, I wasn't there. I don't go to really the meet and greets. Now, flash forward to the other night, right? Mm-hmm. The meet and greet is held in the back of in our backstage room, which is the only backstage area of the theater. They decided to walk these people in. It was a big enough room that I was able to stay on the other side. But I see that woman come into the meet and greet, and I said to Jason Green, I tell him the story. I go, oh my God, that's the one that she was asking me about. I'm staying over here. Like I go, I don't want to be in this photo. You know what I mean? Because this is going to fucking cause problems. You know what I mean? So I go, all right. So I stay off and I evade that problem. So I don't get a photo. So flash forward, Neely and I go to breakfast the next morning, and it's like a breakfast, like brunch place that he found. Right. He found this place. He looks it up. He goes, I got the perfect place. All they do is breakfast. It's their specialty. So it should be amazing. And I'm like, okay, great. Let's go. So we sit down. We're dining. All of a sudden, this couple comes in. Who is it? It's that girl and her boyfriend or whoever, the one that I'm trying to like, and I go, oh shit. Okay. So, I'm sitting there and we're eating, and it came time to like pay the check or something. And the waitress comes over and goes, we wanted to let you guys know that the couple over here said you guys had a great show and they took care of your breakfast for you. And I'm like, oh shit. All they want is a photo with you. Right. And I'm like going, oh, here we go. So I stand up, and as you know, you probably saw the photo. I did take a photo with her. Yeah. I did take the photo. I kind of forgot about it. I've been busy with missing flights. I've been busy with these rehearsals. I'm here at Stevens. I kind of forgot about it. Jason texts me today and goes, that girl that bought you guys breakfast has COVID. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. But I'm in between texting my lady about something unrelated. Yeah. But when I go to answer him, I send it to her. Oh. And I go, yeah, well, she took pictures with the band last night and with me at breakfast, and it said it's my girl who took it like you had breakfast in bed. No, I look like I haven't done anything wrong at all in my opinion. I just think it's so coincidentally hilarious that this happened. It's not
Isn't that part though, like of being a rock star and being the profession that you do? Your lady should be a little bit understanding to the fact that there's going to be chicks out there that dig what you do and want pictures and maybe want to sleep with you, but it's part of the gig.
Let's not paint too crazy of a picture here.
Part of the gig, man. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not like people imagine. I mean, it's mostly the rigmarole of traveling. It's lengthy, annoying sound checks. It's barely getting ready in time for the show, and then yes, there's meet and greets where sometimes they get a chance to see us. I don't really bother with that. It's a Stephen Pearcy show. If we were a band name or something, I could see me going out there every night, but it's Stephen Pearcy. That's who they want to meet. And he goes out there. Jason Green takes them out there, and I don't go to those. You know what I mean? If they catch me, it's got to be just in public, either like caught me leaving the venue or go into a hotel, or like this person in a restaurant somewhere. But it's not anything like they imagine. You know, most people think it's something totally different than what it is.
Yeah, that's what I think. So I guess.
That's what I thought.
You're coming from a guy whose wife married me because she thought that I had money because I'm in radio. So she was wrong. But I mean, she admits that. I mean, but that's part of the gig. You know, when you do radio, when you're a rock star, you know, there's women around. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's part of the deal. But
no, there's women at the shows, and if there wasn't, we probably wouldn't be very good or handsome or talented or anything. You know, I mean, it goes with it. That's you know. And I tell her that she'll get mad when she sees these people leaving comments. I go, well, what do you want? Go date an ugly guy. Go date a guy with no talent.
Right.
Right.
There's a guy at the gas station that's looking for somebody. You want him to go there?
Guy for you. Yeah, he's nobody. Nobody cares about it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go date the janitor at the venue that you were playing, you know, or the the bouncer or whatever. That guy'd probably be interested as well.
The bouncer's probably pretty cool too.
The bouncer probably gets laid more than you know.
Very nice, dude. Well, dude, I know you got to skip. So obviously we will do this next week for real, I think. Are we doing it next week on the 26th?
Yes, I will be home for certainly the rest of the Mondays of the year.
Okay. Oh, good. Thanks. Wow. Thanks.
No, I'm gonna be around all next year Mondays. This was a fluke thing.
Okay.
This was a private event. This wasn't. Usually gigs aren't booked on Mondays. You know.
All right. Well, and it's fine. I mean, obviously, dude, I think even if you weren't here and even if Seth wasn't here, somehow I'd find a way to do it. Lord knows I can talk. Lord knows if there's one thing I have a talent in, it's talking. So
you do it so well, my brother.
Yeah. Well, go make Criss Angel's buffet disappear.
I'm gonna do a trick right now and disappear.
There you go.
No, I'm back. And I'm back.
And he's back. Wow. I hope Criss Angel's better than that.
Me too. I hope I remember these songs. No, I'm going to go get ready for that, and we'll talk all about it on Monday. And good luck with your interview Wednesday with Des and Jesse. I know you look forward to talking to her.
I can't wait. Hey, look, you don't even include Des. You're just like, I know you're interested in talking to her.
That's why I did the show tonight.
All right, brother. Now beat it. Get
out
of here.
Have a great show. And Chris, I'll see you and the fans Monday.
Right. See you later, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Right. That was Erik Ferentinos and Stephen Pearcy there for a minute, popping his head into.
That was quick. Yeah.
He's doing a million things trying to get ready to go. You know, he probably wanted to leave at 8:00, and Erik probably made him wait.
See, that's the life of a rock star, man. I would love that kind of life. Although I almost died with the lifestyle that I have. I can only imagine if I was a rock star. I would have been dead 10 years ago.
And Stephen, look, God bless Stephen, but man, the life he led in those early days.
Yeah.
When he used to he said on a CMS one night, and it's in his book too, about how he practiced the 3 P's: party, paycheck, and pussy. And I mean, he has stories like you can't believe. And I've seen it firsthand with him back in the day. I mean, seeing him backstage, you know, before he ended up with his girl Christy that he's with now.
Yeah.
Boy.
So you're telling me he's calmed down a little?
He's calmed down a lot. I mean, he's definitely, well, one, he got clean. Right. And I know, and that's a big deal. You know, that was a big deal because there were several times that I met Stephen and he was definitely talking a little bit slower than he does. You know, right. he was definitely like hey man, what's going on? You know, he was that guy. But you know, he's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to have him as a friend, and
that's cool.
And I do like the fact that he wants to do a show right here on this little network, which I'm very excited about if we actually put that together and make that happen. But
that's cool that that's what I like about the stuff that you do is that, I've interviewed a lot of rock stars over my life, and I've some I've been, praised to some. And I told Geddy Lee, he sounds like a woman. But, you're friends with these guys, and you've gotten to know them over the years and become close to them. I think that's cool. I mean, I didn't get a chance to do that. And, what you do is pretty sweet.
Oh, well, now you will now. You will now, because we're going to get you guests. That's for sure. And dude, it takes a while. It takes a lot of good interviews where they say crazy shit and then they realize that you didn't, set them up.
Well, that's just it. A lot of those guys, especially when you're doing radio, they're sitting there going, the jackass radio guy, the morning guy, the afternoon guy, they're just tools that you're sitting there. They come on to promote their gig or promote their album, whatever it is. And then, you say some stupid joke and they look like you're a jackass. And most radio guys are. So it's cool that, a former relationship is cool.
Dude, I'll tell you, when, I've written the 6 books that I have out, and even me, who's really a nobody, but I do have a publicist when I do books.
Yeah.
And my publicist, I'll give him a plug, Michael Mazer Public Relations.
Yep.
Michael always gets me booked on these, on the morning show tours. And I'm sure you as a radio guy, those things where you have the guy come in for like 7 minutes and the DJ asks as many questions as he can in 7 minutes and then clicks off. And then you go to the next station, and you do an interview every 10 minutes.
Yep.
Every fucking one of these things, I could tell immediately they'd never read the book. They probably hadn't seen the book. They didn't know anything about me. They would all ask the same questions. It's funny. I have an actual audio file from the last one that I did. Every single one of them asks, "What do you read as an author?" They go, "Well, what do you read?" I don't know if it's written in the journalism manual or something that's what you ask authors, but every one of them asks me that question, and every one of them gets a different answer. And I have all my answers where every single one of them is different. What's your favorite book? The Bible. Oh, next guy. What's your favorite book? Satanic Bible. I will spew whatever just to entertain myself at that point.
Because most radio guys don't do the homework. They don't do any kind of homework. They don't do any kind of research, and they just go on there with their stock questions and they ask the same crap that everybody else asks. And it's lazy radio.
Yeah.
And I've worked with a lot of people that were like that. I've worked with some that really did their stuff. But for the most part, a lot of those guys are just...
Most of it's lazy. I mean, most of it is lazy. A lot of it's fake. And we'll tell some radio stories tonight because I have plenty. You have plenty. We will definitely talk about that, especially since we have plenty of time to kill now.
until Seether.
Until Seether comes on at 9:15. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a little break just because I got to cough whatever the fuck is in my throat out of it. So let's play. I'm going to play a little piece of Stephen and Erik's show from Friday night. They were in McHenry, Illinois, right near Chicago. And they played a set, and my radio partner Nearly was out hanging with those guys, and he shot a little video. So this is Stephen's band playing Stephen's non-Ratt band, Arcade. They had a hit called Nothing to Lose in 1991, maybe 91, 92. So we'll play a little of that, of them playing it live. We'll hit a commercial, and then we will be back with more of Chris Akin Presents.